What's the deal, man? What's going on? How y'all feeling? Y'all doing okay today? Y'all come on up in here, man. We're gonna have a great morning this morning. Y'all come on up in here. How we feeling? How we feeling? How we feeling this morning, man? What's the deal? What's the deal, man? Hey, listen, it's another beautiful day that we get to see on this side of the dirt, man. Listen, it's some people that had plans for today that didn't get to make it to see today, man. Today is a present, it's a gift that the Creator has given us to see, man. Listen, this is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. You feel me? We got to rejoice and be glad in it, man. No doubt. How y'all feeling this morning? Come on in here. Talk to me. Let me know how you feeling. Good morning, Aunt Bonnie Ray. How you doing? Yeah. Hey, listen. So look, if you ever see me looking back and forth, just know I got my phone and my laptop. So I'm talking to my YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, and my Instagram. You feel me? So y'all just bear with me till I'm able to give me more equipment to where I ain't gotta do like this. But for right now, I got to use what I got till I can get what I need. You dig? Yeah. Yeah. Let's go, man. Let's go. It's a beautiful morning, man. It's a beautiful day. So the first thing I think I want to I'm blessed. I can't complain, Aunt Bonnie. I'm blessed, man. Today is another beautiful day. But look, so I want to talk. I'm gonna talk a little bit about my first day yesterday. My first day at the school. Say, listen, man, and this just square business. Like as a whole, as people, we have to truly do better. You know what I'm saying? We have to do better because, like, at the end of the day, it's a lot of those kids that I know their parents, you know, and I know they wouldn't be doing that if they people was up there at their school. That's why, man, I thank God that I'm up there, because just like last year when I was at Haley last year, right? And when I started doing the part parent position, I was there during the day. You feel me? And so with me being there during the day, I got to see a lot of everything that's going on, like yesterday. So boom, a lot of time when they used to call the teachers and the teachers call the parents, they used to have me come sit down there with them in the office, right? And I'm not gonna even lie. They had a kid up in there, and then the parent will walk in, and I'll say, "That's your baby?" He said, "Yeah, that's my baby." I say, "Well, listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna keep it all the way 100 with you. Everything them people say he did, yeah, he did that. Like, now he did that." And them parents used to look at them kids and say, "If he say you did it, I know you did it, because I know him and I know he ain't gonna lie on you." Oh man, I can't wait till I get to meet some of these parents. Because you know how you can look at a kid and you can be like, "Man, I know them," but you don't know them. And so I'm stay asking, "So who is your people? Who's your, oh, okay." So and then and look, especially if I know him, I'll pull him up on Facebook. I say, "Look, this your mama?" I say, "Okay, this your daddy?" "Okay, I got you. Keep it up. Keep on acting, keep on doing what you're doing, and I got you." What you say, Safrina? "Are you going to do a group for boys outside of school? My son goes to Dixon, and I believe he can benefit from a group of your men." So I have been thinking about doing like a male's mentorship group outside of the school, and I'm not gonna even lie, I tried it, just a quick little thing to see if it'll work. I just try to get some people to get their kids with me on the Zoom, and like it I might be get 1 or 2 kids, and like honestly, I don't mind doing it, man. It's just me putting it together, and then me giving up my time, and nobody showing up, and it's like, well, hey, I got so much other stuff that I could have been doing. So I don't really know if I'm gonna do it, and I'm not gonna even lie. Like if I do it, it's probably gonna be like a small little fee per kid, because at the end of the day, like, you know what I'm saying? And so I've been thinking about it though, because I got the curriculum and everything, man. I sure been thinking about it. But so back to what I was saying, right? Man, so a lot of those kids that's up there, I know they would be doing that if they mama or daddy or uncle or whoever was there. And so yeah, I'm fixing to be. I pulled up yesterday and I saw one of them getting out the car, and they mama say, "Hey, Doc, I heard you was gonna be up here." That's my baby right there. I said, this one, okay, I got you. You already know I'm gonna keep my foot on their neck. We got the laughing. But yeah, now that's the dynamic that I bring to the table, that a lot of people that you can go get from Katie or wherever else, that they can't fit that. They don't even know a lot of these kids. You know what I'm saying? I know the kids and the parents. So, man, I'm not going to lie. It was very, 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 very eye-opening, to say the least. I'm not going to even lie. But at the end of the day, like, you got to understand, man. I saw some kids being very, very disrespectful, and I'm thinking in my head, like, at some point, something has to make them feel like that they could do this at school because there's no discipline at home. So I'm trying to just fathom that, because like some of the stuff that I saw, like literally one little girl was walking to her car, to get in her car. And the teacher said, oh, don't worry about it, Mr. Amy. I know her daddy. I'm finna go out here and talk to her dad. The little girl turned around, and I'm talking about, say, man, straight cussed the lady. I told her what she'll do to her and everything. Like the little girl could have probably went to jail for threats, terroristic threats or whatever. But the lady said, I ain't worried about her. I'm finna go talk to her daddy. And then when she got to the car, the little girl said, yeah, that's why my daddy ain't even here now. And just got in the car, like, so I can't come talk to whoever coming to pick you up? Like, this is the mindset. And I'm just like, whoa. But guess what? God has me here for such a time as this, man. I promise you. Because see here, look. So I'm gonna tell y'all, because y'all my people. You know what I'm saying? But they don't know. I got the secret weapon. I got the secret weapon. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, those kids don't care how much you know until you show how much you care. And in that, they know when it's real and when it's genuine, or when you just really trying to get them to whatever to make them be quiet or sit down, or you know what I'm saying? They know the difference, man. You feel me? And that's why, like, man, I'm not going to even lie, bro. Like, I met this little youngster yesterday. He little youngster short, but I'm not going to even lie, man. As one of the officers was kind of just, I'm standing there with the officers whenever all the kids come in, right? And he just kind of giving me a rundown. Hey, that's so-and-so, yeah. They be kind of into this, woo-woo. Just kind of, you know what I'm saying? And so I see this little youngster, and I'm like, because this ain't my first day going there, you feel me? So I done been around him, but I never got the real, like, download inside on him. And so he started telling me, like, yeah, nah, man, woo-woo. And so after I talked to him and I find out who his people is, I realized, like, the little youngster knee deep in it. He ain't got no choice. Every time he go home, that's all he's seeing. And I understand. And so, man, my heart broke for him. So, but 10 minutes later, some other kids come in and he tell me, yeah, so yeah, that's so-and-so. And he like the little ringleader, you know what I'm saying? He said, you get him to follow suit, you're gonna get all of them too. So I was like, okay, cool. So immediately I went and talk to him. Hey, what's up, baby? What's the deal? We start shaking hands, hollering at each other. So we walk off, and when we walk off and we kind of stop, like right by the cafeteria, this other little youngster walk up and like literally stand like almost like right between us, but with his back to me. And I'm like, hey, is it okay? I said, hey man, I tapped the other kid who I was talking to. I said, hey man, tell your mans we finna talk. It's okay, we can talk. Tell him he ain't gotta, you know what I'm saying? And he just kind of like laughing. I say, nah, for real, because evidently, and he's like, nah, let us talk real quick. So the little youngster walk off. Then the little youngster who I was telling y'all about, who that was earlier, he came back, right? And now y'all he wasn't there when I told the other one to walk off. So him and like two more little youngsters walk up, and I say, hey man, y'all gonna let me talk to y'all boss? The little youngster who I was telling y'all about, he looked up at me, he say, who boss? Ain't none of these my boss, right? So then later on, like in the middle of the day, I found out the scoop on him. The little youngster, he really running all of them, right? He in the 7th grade, he really running all of them, but they can't never get nothing on him because won't none of them tell on him, and won't none of them tell on him, right? But whenever they think they got him, he just basically like, yes, ma'am, I'm sorry, I apologize, I won't do it. But then his homeboys who with him, they like, oh man, and they say all the attention gets shifted from him to them, and he just sit back and kind of laugh and just walk out. I'm telling you, every time I'm over there, I always see him in the hall. I said, what is you doing in the hallway again? And he just smiled and looking up at me. I said, but the work is real. And I definitely know that God has me here in this season for a special time as this, man. And I'm going to take advantage of it because this is what I love to do. I love to work with young people. I love to touch them and get them to understand that, you know, everybody has been through something. So where you're at, don't let that be what stop you from going forward. You know what I'm saying? And so that was my first day. Then, listen, y'all got to tap in. Y'all know today my first day on the radio, baby. We're going to be live 11 to 1, Closing the Dream radio show. You know, hey, listen, man, you got to believe it. You got to believe it. Because, see, here, like I told y'all, the dream is free. The dream is free. That's going to, listen, people have them all day long. But what stops people from really making that dream to reality is when they start going through everything you got to go through to get to where you need to be to actually see in reality what you only pictured in your mind. People don't want, hey, listen. Man, when I was doing that part parent at Haley last year, and they, you know, the whole thing happened with the school, they told me you got to have a teacher certificate. And, you know, because they're using it on tutoring and not behaving. I'm like, hold up, wait a minute. Whoa. You feel me? And so I'm like, whoa. And that is when I went and I learned, and I have a buddy that's a Google data scientist. And he actually taught me how to build a curriculum on ChatGPT. And it's a really good curriculum. I done learned a few things, but it just showed me that, man, the dream is free, right? The dream is free. We all have a dream. We all have a desire, something that we want to do in our life. And I know it's stuff that we done seen that we just can see ourselves doing and be like, man, I wish I could do that. Listen, you can. God didn't give you that vision in your mind for nothing. You have to take that vision in your mind. You have to grab a hold of it, and you have to figure out the steps and the direction that you need to take to get it to where it'll become a reality, to where what you're seeing in your mind, you can actually look at it out in front of you in the natural. You can see it, feel it, touch it, smell it, sit on it, play with it. It's possible. But the dream is free. And you got to figure out what proper steps do you need to take. And like I always tell people, listen, you can go fast if you go by yourself, because you ain't got to really depend on nobody. You don't got to wait on nobody. You can just get up and go. But if you want to go far, you gotta have a team of people that's really down for you and for what you got going on and the whole mission. And y'all might not be going to the same destination. You might not be going to the same destination, but you are going in the same direction. And being that we going on in the same direction, meaning that we have some things in common. So I might be farther along in the journey than you are. You might be farther along in the journey than I am. So when we link up, there may be some things that you have already been through that you know I'm gonna go through, and you give me the game on it, so I don't have to waste as much time as you did in it, right? But so many times, us as people, we don't. And listen, anytime you hear me say us, I want you to understand I'm talking about us as a human race. Ain't nobody exempt. White, black, Chinese, Iranian, Saudi Arabian, any of that. Everybody has whatever going on in their life at some point in their life. Nobody is exempt, because this is what you got to understand, right? The reason that we all go through things in life is because what we go through in life is our own personal little training ground to continually keep us in a place of position where we can thrive and move on the earth. Because if you just realize stuff evolving every day, like stuff moving fast, and if you're not evolving fast and you know how many people still stuck because they don't want to embrace the internet? Older people, I'm not sending no email. You better send me a letter, and stuff getting lost in the mail and ain't nothing showing up when you can just send a little email, confirm. You can shoot a text, hey, confirm with me when you got the email. Boom. Okay, so you got it. Boom. That it's out of my hands now. You feel me? We got to keep on evolving and moving with the times, because it's moving like a whole bunch of us, right? We sitting back and we looking, and so many people talked about how crypto was a scam. Listen, you heard it here first. When they come through with this whole CBDC and the Fed now, and they want you to send your money here to there, what happens whenever you get ready to make a purchase or something and they say, hey, no, you can't make that purchase, but all your money is digital. All they got to do is press a button and say, hey, freeze that transaction. What you going to do? See, and that's why they want to ban crypto, because they can't control it. Anything the government can't control, they want to take over, man. Believe that. And that's a whole nother story. For my people that's listening, you'll probably get that on the ride home. But so listen, man, that's what I'm telling you. Like the dream free, you got to absolutely decide and make up what you want in your mind, and you got to just go for it. Like I knew that I had greatness inside of me. I knew that God is going to do some amazing things with me, and I believed it with everything in me, and I just started going for it. And once I made up my mind and started going for it, God started putting possession. He started putting opportunities in my path, because I realized I'm not looking at what I can get from the world. I'm looking at what I can give to the world. And when you look at what you can give, God is going to give you so many opportunities to be able to give. And he loves a cheerful giver, because guess what? At the end of the day, like I tell you, giving it'll be given back. Good measure. Good measure. You hear me? He said it's going to be good measure. Pressed down, shaking together, running over. Me ain't gonna give into what you got going on, man. Because guess what? God said, when I can send a blessing through you, I'm gonna send a blessing to you, man. And you gotta know that. And once you understand the laws and the physics of the way that the universe operates, like you don't really realize that your whole day is shaped by the first thought in the morning. When you first wake up and you become cognitive that you're here, your first thought really shaped your whole day, right? So just think, if you have 7 days of bad thoughts, you just shaped your whole week, right? Now just think, if you got 4 weeks of bad thoughts, you just shaped your whole month. Now you got 12 months of bad thoughts, you just shaped your whole year. And it just become repetitive. Because once your subconscious mind start locking in and stuff, it's going to start thinking about it without you even thinking about it. It's just going to be in the back, thinking about it, dwelling on it, bringing stuff to reality. And you wonder why you having so much bad luck and why this happened, because you impregnated that stuff in your subconscious mind all them months ago, to where you're not even really focused or thinking about it, but it's still on autoplay back there. It's still on autoplay. You feel me? Man, listen, man. I don't know if y'all getting this or not. I don't know if it's too heavy or what, man, but I'm trying to tell you, I'm trying to show you some stuff that the Lord been showing me, man. You can open your ears and listen, or you can just open your eyes and watch. And hey, you either going to be on the field waiting on your turn to get on the field and play on the sideline, or you going to be in the stands with the fans looking and watching, cheering on. You got to make a choice. Do you want to be on the field with a possible opportunity? You're on the sideline with a possible opportunity to get on the field. Or are you going to sit in the stands with all the fans and yell and do all this? And come on, man, you got to make up your mind. Listen, man, listen. I don't know where you at in your journey. I don't know where you at in your walk. I don't know where you at in your life, but I know you done been through some stuff. I know you done been through some stuff. We all done been through some stuff. Listen, I know if you get on this live with me as much as you do every morning, then this resonate with your spirit. That means you done been through some stuff, because that's all I'm talking about. But what I'm also showing you is, as I'm telling you about what you done been through, I'm trying to actually show you that everything you've been through was just really like a boot camp training ground. Now, if you can just go back and see a lot of this stuff that you've been through and start taking inventory, okay, I remember when I went through that, and that made me feel like this, but it also helped me with that. And you start pulling in all these utensils that you didn't even realize the Lord was putting out there for you, so you can do the things you need to do. So once you get to a certain point, now you're going to go find that gift that the Creator placed inside of you, right? And once you find that, it's lights out. Because look, it's like a secret weapon, right? So he don't give it to you when you're too young. Because if he give it to you when you're too young, you don't really know what to do with it. So you might get out there and get the fooling and acting a fool with it and crazy, and because your gift comes without repentance. You can be dead in the wrong, but your gift is your gift, and that's something can't nobody take from you. Especially if you know how to operate in it. You feel me? And a lot of people be pimping the gift that go, I ain't just say that. I did not just say, Lord, please forgive me. But yeah, a lot of people be pimping the gift that God gave them, man. Yeah, because you sometimes, hey, it is what it is. That's why, listen, man. I'm telling you, once you start unlocking your gift and you start realizing what you're good at, and you're going to see how good you are good at that. And then you realize that, hey, there's people that actually use their money as a service to pay for this service. And depending on how you give it, in the quantity and quality, is depending on how the service of the money is going to come back to you in quantity and quality. So ultimately, you get to make the choice of everything. That's why if you make up in your mind right now, listen, I don't even care what I get back, man. I'm figuring to go find me some needs in the earth that need what I got, and I'm going to give it to them to the best of my ability, as much as I can. That's gonna spark the universe to say, hey, okay, listen, boom, that's where we at with that, and you gotta know that, and you gotta grind, you gotta go get it, come back with it. Listen, man, you the only one stopping you. Let me put my banner up in case y'all need to see my banner, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to see that, man. Y'all need to see that, man. Go get it and come back with it. That's it. I promise you, when you make up your mind to just truly go get it and come back with it, there's not a lot. There's not a lot that people can do to stop you, man. It's hard to stop a man that just won't quit and won't give up. You feel me? And so we got to know this when we moving forward in our life and what we got going on. And like I told y'all, the dream is free. The dream, y'all probably sit up at work all times of the night, in the morning, when you stop at the stoplight and you just see that vision, and you see when you just, and your feet kicked up and you just ready to go. Hey, that's free. That is free, because, but here's what I need you to understand. Not only is it free, it's possible. It is possible. You know why it's possible? Because the Lord ain't gonna play with you like that. He's not gonna let you see something in your mind that can't become reality. You feel me? And so he got you, but you gotta put in the work. You gotta be ready to do what he gotta do to put in the work. So whenever you start moving and shaking and you putting in the work and you doing all of this and you doing all of that, you gotta understand at the end of the day, right? Everybody else doing the best that they can to get the things that they need to live in, in this life, man. And so You have to figure out what you're good at and go, and don't be worried about, don't be mad, don't be upset, don't be tripping, none of that. If people not buying into what you're buying into, the way that you're buying into, because you got to understand, when the Lord gave you that dream and that vision, it wasn't a three-way call. That was you and him. But no, without a shadow of a doubt, he will send people in your path, right? He gonna send people in your path that are there to actually help you move the dream forward. Because like I say, if you want to go far, you can't go by yourself. And so he's going to have people that are your people, that are absolutely assigned to help you, because every dream started with a dreamer first, right? You got to have somebody to actually dream the dream. And then after that, after you got the dreamer, then you have other people that's coming in that's helping move the dream forward, right? They are helping move the dream forward. And as they help them move the dream forward, boom, you start unlocking things for them to help them, because they got dreams too. Everybody, man, if somebody tell you they ain't got no dream or nothing, I feel sorry for them. I feel sorry for them, because guess what? If you don't really sit back and dream about life and doing great things, man, you wasting your life. God didn't give you that imagination for nothing. He gave it to you for, like, man, listen. So, because it's getting close to getting ready to having to go. So, man, listen, this is what I'm telling y'all, man. I love y'all to death, man. Y'all know I love y'all. This is what I need y'all to understand and know, that you can do anything you put your mind to, man. You can do anything you put your mind to. You have to just truly believe that you can do it. If you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, you can't. Whichever way you think, you're absolutely right. But you have to know that God is going to direct and lead you every step of the way. Once you start understanding the way that he operates in your life, he operates in everybody's life different, because everybody's sense of learning and understanding is different. He might talk to some people in pictures. He might talk to some people in energy. He might talk to some people in, you know what I'm saying? But you got to know how he talks to you. But I can guarantee he talking to everybody. He talking to everybody, man, and you got to know that. And once you know, understand that, then you'll be intentionally listening. You'll be intentionally listening. And I'm not talking about no loud, audible voice coming down out the sky while you driving down the highway. Nah, man. I'm talking about like that still small voice that you recognize. You know when you hear it, sometimes it sounds like your mama, because you know what your mom, boy, don't be doing that. You know you don't need to go that way. And you go that way anyway, and something happens. And you say, dang, man, I should have followed my first mind. So now you're telling me you got two minds. You do. You got a conscious mind and your subconscious mind. And your subconscious mind is the mind, part of your mind that's connected with the Spirit of God. And it's going to always alert you. It's never going to let you be surprised. It's going to always show you, direct you, and lead you. It's going to give you truth. And sometimes when we hear this truth, we don't want to believe it's true because of who we're hearing it from. But you're going to know what it feels like. And you got to, hey, listen, when you feel that feeling, you got to understand what it is. And no matter who you feeling it about, where you got to know, hey, listen, I'm not feeling this for nothing. I'm not feeling this for nothing. And you got to know that, man. Man, listen, I'm just trying to help somebody. That's it. Call me crazy if you want. I'm just trying to help somebody. You feel me? But we got 1 minute. So, man, I'm finna pray for y'all so I can get up out of here. I got a lot I got to do today. Heavenly Father, thank you for this group of mighty men and women of God that you have brought here to be with me here today, God. They could have been anywhere in the world, but they're here with me, and I greatly appreciate that. I just pray that something was said. Maybe they heard something that sparked the light into their that dreamer state, just making them want to understand more about them and to make them want to explore of their mind and the way that you work with them in tandem to bring things in their life together. And just, I pray that you continue to do what only you can do, God. Only you can do this. We know that you can do all things. The only thing that you cannot do is fail. So we just saying thank you right now. In the mighty name of Jesus, we pray. Amen. Amen. Hey, listen, man. Listen, man. You can only do as much as you believe God can do for you. Where's your belief system? What you believing on? Listen, I heard one dude say, if your dreams don't make somebody laugh at you, they not big enough. They not big enough. And if they don't scare you, they not big enough. But what I say is, if your dream ain't about helping a whole bunch of other people, then it ain't from God. It ain't from God, man. And I'll stand on that one. I'll stand out there on that cliff by myself if I got to. If your dream, your real dream, is not at some point to help a lot of other people, it ain't from the Lord, man. Because guess what? This is an ecosystem that he put together strategically, man. And we got people with needs and we got people with gifts and talents. And they're going to meet those people's needs. And then those same people that had needs, they're going to discover their gifts and talents. And these people that helped them at first might have a need now. And they're going to return the favor because they can remember when they was down and out. And it's just like an ecosystem that's supposed to keep on floating around and everybody helping everybody. And we just living in this harmonious, joyful. But you know the enemy wasn't going to let that happen. It'd just be too much like right. You feel me? But at some point, some of the people, God's people, got to start standing back up and saying, hey, listen, I know why I'm here. And I'm finna go find why I'm here. And I'm finna go help the people that need what I got while I'm here. Yeah. And the people that follow me going to do the same thing, man. We're going to be some world changers. We're going to do it. Hey, we're going to be the ones with the second chance that show the ones who thought it couldn't be done that it could. You just got to believe that it could be done, man. You got to believe it. Hey, I love y'all, man. You hear me? Nah, for real. I love y'all. Y'all be blessed, all right, man? Boom.